Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy, the ZD Special, back with another special video for you guys. And in today's video, we're going to be putting it back to the Magic Bird era, and we're going to be seeing if we can win Spud Webb a championship, but with a few extra, caveats. Let me show you. So here is a wheel with a bunch of potential upgrades, some downgrades to Spud Webb's stats. I haven't yet got him into the draft, but I sim past the 84-85 season, so the people from that draft have already been, put on their own teams. But let's go ahead and see exactly where Spud Webb ends up. He might end up somewhere good and he wins the championship like right away. I'm hoping that's not the case, but yeah, let's go ahead and see where he ends up getting drafted here, and then we'll start with the wheel spins. All right, I have a feeling with Spud Webb's base ratings, we're gonna be sitting here a while, but I'll go ahead and start the draft. We'll see who goes number one overall. It's a Ewing in the 85 draft to the Mavericks. I believe they might have Akeem in this one, but yeah, I'll get back to you guys whenever Spud Webb is about to be drafted. So we are in the second round of this draft, and 27 overall, Spud Webb gets drafted to the Cavaliers. So we'll go ahead and take a look at their team, and then I'll explain how the wheel spins are going to work for this video. Now that we know what team Spud Webb is going to, this is how the wheel spins are going to work. So we're going to get one at the start of every season. And again, there are some bad ones, but mostly good ones. So we'll do one wheel spin at the start of the season, and then one at the trade deadline, so midway through the season roughly. But yeah, here are some of the choices I'll read off. Like, we can upgrade all of his playmaking badges by 1, increasing his offensive consistency by 30, increasing his block by 50. The biggest one, I think, is going to be increasing his height by 12 inches. So instead of being 5'7", he'll go up to a 6'7" point guard, up there with Magic Johnson for one of the tallest guards in the league. Some of the downgrades include like all of his badges. Like we might end up decreasing all of his defensive badges by 1, shooting badges by 1, reducing his potential potentially, but there's also one that increases his potential to 99. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this first spin at the start of the season, and we'll find out if he's getting some type of upgrade or potentially some type of downgrade. So this is the team that he's going to be starting off with. World Be Free is still a 90 overall. Greg Ballard, John Bagley is going to be his competition at point guard for now. Bill Walton's on this team with Phil Hubbard, Roy Hinton, and then Spud Webb here, the 7th highest overall on the team. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this first wheel spin. I'm going to go ahead and give it a spin. Let's see what happens with Spud Webb to start this year. It looks like he is going to get perimeter defense increased by 10, so that'll help out his defense a little bit. Not sure that's going to get this team any closer to a championship quite just yet. But yeah, I'll go ahead and put those upgrades in, and we will go ahead and sim to the trade deadline of this season. I guess the one good thing about Spud Webb is his perimeter defense already was at 85, so that's now up to a 95. But yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and sim to the trade deadline and see where this team is sitting in the standings, and hopefully closer to a championship than they would have been. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start simming now. All right, so at the trade deadline, the team is 14-25, and we'll go ahead and take a look at Spud Webb's stats so far as well. Here, Webb splits so far through his first season. He's averaging 14 points, about 6.5 assists. Pretty decent efficiency as well, averaging 26 minutes per game. But let's see. Can I look at his opponent field goal percentage? So that's not so great. They're shooting about 55% on him overall. But let's go ahead and give this wheel another spin, and I'm really praying we get this height increased by 1 foot before the end of this video. Also that and the 99 shot tendency, that'll be deadly for sure. But yeah, let's go ahead and do the second spin. All right, here we go. Spin number 2. What's it gonna be for Spud Webb here halfway through the season? He is going to get his block and interior defense decreased to 25. So that's definitely not going to help his defensive stats by any means. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what that takes his overall to real quick. Thankfully, both his block and interior defense were already super low, so it didn't have much impact on his overall. But definitely doesn't help anything. So let's go ahead and sim through the end of this first season. I'm not too hopeful about the Cavs' chances of winning a title quite just yet. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to the end of this one and hopefully have some better wheel spins starting in season 2. Definitely no championship for the team this year. They went 20-62. Spud Webb does make the all-rookie second team, so one positive for this season. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to the start of the second season and find out what upgrades or potential downgrades happen with Spud Webb. So Spud Webb did jump up to an 82 overall starting with Season 2, which is nice for us. Might not have to worry about too many more upgrades for him. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this next wheel spin done and find out what exactly is going to happen with his attributes. So wheel spin number 3, what's it going to be? We are going to see all of his finishing badges increased by 1. He already does have a pretty high dunk rating, so there's potentially gets like some nice posterizer upgrades there. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what that actually looks like in the game. All right, so float game is going to go up to gold. Posterizer is going to go up to silver. Rise up goes up to bronze. Not sure how helpful that's going to be for a 5'7" point guard. We already upgraded aerial wizard. Hook specials, put that up to bronze. Layup mix master will go up to gold. Paint prodigy bronze. Physical finisher silver. Post powerhouse bronze. Post up poet silver. And let's make sure there's no other badges that I need to do. That should be it. So that's going to take him up to an 83 overall. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the trade deadline of this coming season and figure out where the team is at record-wise and see what we can do to help Spud Webb win a championship. We're at the trade deadline and the Cavs are 12 and 24, so not really any improvement at all from the team. But Spud Webb's stats have increased a pretty good amount. So he's averaging 16 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 1.4 steals. I wonder if he has like any blocks. He has 0 blocks in his career. Guess that makes sense. How he decreased his block and interior defense. The efficiency is not terrible. He's probably not shooting a ton of threes. But 62% from the field is insane for a 5'6" point guard. I kept saying 5'7". I thought he was 5'7", but he's 5'6", so a little bit shorter than I thought. Yeah, so we will get into this next wheel spin now and hopefully bring that height up to 6'6". But yeah, let's go ahead and see what happens here. All right, here we go with wheel spin number 4. What more is there for Spud Webb? He's going to get his perimeter defense decreased by 10 now. So we brought it up to a 95 before. Let's go ahead and see what minus 10 looks like. All right, it could be a lot worse because it's up to a 97 now. So it's just going to go down to an 87. Decreases overall by 1. But yeah, let's go ahead and hope that the next wheel spin starting with Season 3 is a little better, because I don't think this team has any chance of winning a championship anytime soon. Unfortunately, the team did not make the playoffs again this season. They did improve the record to 33 and 49, but let's go ahead and get to the start of the third season. We'll find out if he gets any roster upgrades, and then we will hopefully get some solid upgrades for him personally to get him over the top for a championship. So we do have some good news going into this third season. Spud Webb did not get re-signed by the Cavs. He's now on the Bucks. Their overall team looks pretty solid. It'll be an awesome defensive backcourt with him and Sidney Moncrief if he ends up starting over Vern Fleming. But yeah, slight upgrade in the team overall. But now let's go ahead and look at what he's going to get upgraded here in Season 3. All right, we're going to give this a 5th spin. Let's see what happens this season. Oh, we almost got max potential up to 99, but now we're going to get all of his finishing badges we just upgraded back down 1 level. Oh, that sucks. After all of those decreases, his overall does go down to an 84. Right, so we're at the trade deadline, and the Bucks are 20 and 19, currently solidly as the 8th seed in the East, with the Cavs, his former team, right behind them at 16 and 24. So it would take a pretty big drop off for them to miss the playoffs. But these are his stats for the season. Obviously he's not starting anymore, but his points per game is 15, rebounds per game 2.3, assists 7.4, 1.1 steals. Again, really good efficiency actually. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what this next wheel spin brings for Spud Webb. All right, here we go with the 6th wheel spin of the video, and we are going to get so close to the max potential 99, but we're going to increase his mid-range and 3-point by 20 each. That'll help out his shooting for sure. So his mid-range was already an 81, so that's going to go up automatically to a 99, and his 3-ball was a 65, so now it's going to go up to 85. His overall goes up to 86 overall. Hopefully this team can finish strong, potentially get a high seed, and we might even win the championship this year, but let's go ahead and see how this season ends. So the team did actually make the playoffs. We are the 6th seed playing the Atlanta Hawks. We'll take a quick look at their roster before we sim through this round. They got Doc Rivers, Joe Dumars, Dominique Wilkins, Larry Nance, and Arvydas Sabonis. I don't think we have much of a chance of winning this series. We'll just go ahead and sim through it, find out what happens here, and we lose in 4 games. So we'll have to wait until a season 4 potentially for a championship for Spud Webb. But yeah, let's go ahead and get through the offseason and find out what his next upgrade is going to be. So Spud Webb is now the best player on the Bucks roster. He's an 87 overall. They did pick up Michael Thompson. Sidney Moncrief's progression is hitting the team pretty hard. Same thing with Marquise Johnson. But yeah, not the greatest roster, so let's hope we can get a good upgrade here to start this next season. All right, here we go with the next spin. Let's find out what it's going to be, and we're going to hit rebounding plus 30, so we'll see him hitting the glass a little harder now. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what that takes his overall up to. All right, so increasing his rebounding takes his offensive rebound up to a 68, his defensive rebound up to a 78, and his overall up to an 88 overall. So let's go ahead and see how the start of this 4th season goes, and we'll find out if we're any closer to winning a championship. No improvement for the team at all, as the team's record is 15-22, as they are the 11th seed in the East. Spud Webb stats have stayed pretty much the same, except his 3-point efficiency has jumped up a ton, up to 50%. So let's go ahead and give this wheel another spin, and I'm really hoping for that 99 shot tendency upgrade, because I think that'll help a ton with getting him more touches and improving the team. But yeah, let's go ahead and find out what it's going to be. All right, here we go with this next wheel spin. I think this is spin 8 now, and we're going to see his driving dunk, I think, increase by 10. That might take it up to 99 at this point, but let's go ahead and find out what it looks like. All right, so as I predicted, his dunk is now up to a 99. Didn't affect his overall at all, unfortunately, but let's see how this team finishes and hope that we have at least like home court or something here in the first round. We do get Spud Webb on the All-NBA 3rd team, but unfortunately the team missed the playoffs, ended up as the 9th seed in the East. So we'll have to wait yet another season for this guy to get any closer to a championship. But yeah, let's go ahead and find out what this team does in the offseason, and we'll see what upgrades we can get for Webb. All right, so the only real change to the team was them drafting Dino Raja 3rd overall in this draft. Spud Webb is up to an 88 overall. But yeah, the rest of the team is regressing pretty quickly. So hopefully we can see him maybe potentially get traded to a different team. But yeah, not looking too good. Let's go ahead and get into this next wheel spin though and find out what happens. All right, here we go with the next wheel spin. Let's hope we get that 99 max potential, and we do! Spud Webb, we're gonna turn that up to 99. That should help his overall increase pretty quickly now. But yeah, let's go ahead and put that in and hope that by the end of the season, he's up in like the mid to high 90s. So Spud Webb has definitely improved for this season. He's averaging 21 points, 7.7 boards, 10 assists, almost a triple-double. Ridiculous efficiency. And the team is 26-13, which puts us 4th in the East. But let's go ahead and do this next wheel spin and hopefully get that 99 shot / touch tendency. That would probably make this game over, especially the height one. Maybe the height or the 99 touch / shot. I'm not quite sure yet. But let's go ahead and find out what it actually is. All right, we're running low on options on the wheel, slowly but surely, and we are going to see, oh no, all playmaking badges decreased by 1. So I don't think there's very many downgrades left, but that's definitely not one we want to see. Let's go ahead and put that into 2K and find out what that does to his overall. All right, so thankfully decreasing all of his playmaking badges didn't have any impact on his overall. We might see some of that reflected in his stats. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to the end of the season and find out where the Bucks finish in the standings. We see Spud Webb finish on the All-NBA 2nd team this season. This is what he averaged. He averaged 21, 7.5 rebounds, 9.9 assists, and the team went 56-26. So we have a legitimate shot of getting out of the first round this year. But let's go ahead and see what happens. It looks like we are playing the Pistons. I'm not quite sure who's on their team right now. Of course, oh, they just have pretty much just Clyde, Kenny Walker, Otis Thorpe, and Bill Cartwright. I don't know who Lester Connor is, but hopefully we can take him down with 5-6 Spud Webb. Let's go ahead and see what happens in this series. We'll sim game 1. We take that. Game 2 is a dub. Game 3 is an L. And game 4 is a dub. So we are playing the number 1 seed Bulls in the second round. Let's see what their roster looks like. I think they have Barkley. They do. Yeah, so they have Barkley, Cliff Robinson, Timo. World Be Free is on that team now. And then Winston Garland. I would say with Charles Barkley on their team, we probably don't have that great of a chance of winning, but we'll go ahead and sim this one game by game and find out what happens. Game 1 is an L. Game 2 is an L. Game 3 we win. Game 4 we lose, and we lose this one in 5. So once again, no championship this season. But let's go ahead and get past the off season for this coming one and find out what kind of upgrade we can get for Spud. All right, so the one major acquisition this team made during the offseason was signing Chuck Person. Paul Pressey's decreasing. Dino Rogers up to an 81. Moncrief's down to a 78. But most importantly, Spud Webb is up to a 93 overall. I'm really hoping we can get that 99 shot tendency increase or his height. I think either one of those would put this team over the top for sure. But let's go ahead and find out which one it's going to be. All right, here we go with the next spin. Let's see what it's going to be. No, don't, no. We hit the mid-range 3-point minus 20. Dang, I wish we would have hit that one first. That's definitely going to decrease his overall, but he is a 93 now, so hopefully not much of an impact. All right, yeah, so that takes his mid-range down to a 79 and his 3-ball down to a 68. So the shooting is definitely going to decrease this season, but let's go ahead and get to the trade deadline, find out how the team's doing, and hopefully get an actual upgrade here for the next spin. All right, so the team as a whole, not doing so hot. We're 20 and 22. Believe we might be out of the playoffs. I'm not sure if we're like 8th seed or 9th. But Spud Webb's scoring does go up a little bit this season. He's averaging 22.2, 6.5 boards, 9 assists. The 3-point efficiency didn't really dip at all. He's also not really shooting that many of them. So yeah, we'll find out how this team finishes. Hopefully we can do what we did last season and finish to the top 4 seed. But with how we're doing right now, not too hopeful of that. But let's find out what happens. The next wheel spin, let's see what this ends up being. Please give us that 99 shot tendency increase, and there it is. The one I've been waiting for all video. That's going to help tremendously with this team. Let's go ahead and do that and hopefully get some crazy averages from Spud Webb to end this season. In this season, we see Spud Webb finish on the All-NBA first team. He ended up averaging 25, 7, and 8. Again, really insane efficiency. But we finished 42 and 40, which puts us at the 7th seed for the conference. I'm going to move my camera so you guys can see. There we are in the bottom right-hand corner. We're playing the Bulls again here in the first round this time. Let's go ahead and see what happens. I'm not very hopeful. We're just going to sim past it and we get swept. So another season of pain and suffering probably ensuing. But yeah, let's see what the team does in the offseason and hope that we can potentially get that height increase up to 6'6" for Spud. So this team has fallen off tremendously depth-wise. We do have Dino Raja up to an 82. Chuck Person, no changes there. Spud is up to a 94. But I did add one option to the wheel that might potentially put us over the top for this challenge. And I'll go ahead and show you guys what that one is now. So we do have an option already there to trade Spud Webb to the worst team from the last season. So I figured it was only fitting to add an option to trade him to the best team from the previous season. But let's go ahead and see what this wheel spin brings for us. And it looks like it's going to be, oh, no way. Oh, that'd have been crazy. Okay. So offensive consistency increased by 30. Hopefully that just takes it up to a 99. But yeah, let's go ahead and figure out what that looks like in game. Well, that one's kind of a dud because it was already up to a 93. So it takes it up to a 99, of course. But yeah, that's not the best upgrade we possibly could have gotten. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this next season and find out what happens. So with a full season of the 99 shot tendency in effect, that has Spud Webb looking like prime Russell Westbrook. He's averaging 29 points per game, 8 boards, 8 assists, 66% from the field, 35 from 3, 84 from the line. So yeah, we are the first seed in the East with a chance to finish as the first seed, pretty solidly in first place right now. But let's go ahead and do this next wheel spin and hopefully make this guy even better than he already is. So with the next spin, let's find out what this one is going to be, and we're going to, oh, really no, all shooting bad is -1. As soon as it starts to look good, it gets just a little bit worse, but let's go ahead and do that and see what it does to his overall. So thankfully, once again, no impacts to his overall, but let's go ahead and finish out this season and find out where the Bucks finish. So we see Spud Webb make another All-NBA first team as the Bucks finished 59-23, first seed in the Eastern Conference. He averaged 29.4, 8 boards, 8 assists almost. His three-point percentage finally dipped a little bit, but everything else pretty much remained the same. Let's go ahead and find out who we are matching up with here in the first round. It's going to be the New Jersey Nets. Let's see who they have on their roster. They have Muggsy Bogues, the other short point guard in the league, Rex Chapman, Bernard King, Derek Coleman, and Dikembe Mutombo. Honestly, a pretty tough matchup, I would say, but let's go ahead and find out if we can take them out in round 1. Game 1 is an L. Game 2 is a win. Okay. Game 3, we win. Oh, okay. I almost simmed. Well, I did sim through the whole thing, but we won in Game 4 and clinched a second round berth. Let's find out. We are playing the Pistons here in the second round. See if they made any changes in the roster. Not really. Looks like they picked up Michael Adams. The rest of the team is pretty much the same, though. So let's see if we can advance to the conference finals for the first time in this video. We win Game 1. We lose Game 2. Win Game 3. Lose Game 4. We win Game 5 and lose Game 6. Let's go ahead and simcast this one and find out if we can advance to the conference finals. And this one is looking to be... Oh, I'm not really sure, to be honest. Okay, we're starting to pull away, and it looks like we are going to advance to the conference finals. Spud Webb puts up a triple-double, 23, 13, and 10 in the closeout game. Let's see what he's averaging for the playoffs so far. He is averaging 29.7, 9 boards, 8 assists, 1.8 steals. Really awesome stats from him. We're playing Boston here. I'm sure they still have Larry Bird. They don't. He might have left. Okay. They do still have Kevin McHale off the bench, but Jay Humphries, Ricky Berry, Hank Gathers, Ben Coleman, and Robert Parrish is their starting lineup. Let's see if we can take them out and advance to the finals. We lose Game 1. We win Game 2. We win Game 3. We win Game 4. And we win Game 5. This team is in the finals with a chance to potentially win the championship for Spud Webb. We're playing the 4-seed Clippers from the East, or from the West. I know they have John Stockton. He's already won a couple of rings. It's going to be him and Terry Cummings and Adrian Dantley leading the charge for the Clippers. Let's see if this team can take him out. We do win Game 1. We win Game 2. We win Game 3. We have a chance to end the video right here with a sweep of the Clippers. Let's find out if they can do it. And it looks like they might actually do it. Oh my gosh. And just like that, Spud Webb sweeps in the championship, and the Bucks are NBA champions. Spud Webb averages almost 30 points per game, 7 boards, 7.5 assists, and 66% from the field in the finals. We didn't even have to increase his height, but we did get that 99 potential upgrade, which was huge. And for the playoffs, he averaged 28, 9 boards, almost 9 assists, 2.1 steals, 61% from the field, and finally wins a championship here. And I think his 8th season, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only took 7 seasons for him to actually win a championship, but yeah, we did it. All right, that one took a lot less luck than I was expecting to need, but Spud Webb does finally win a championship with all of those upgrades from the wheel. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what types of videos you guys want to see next. I'm kind of just pulling videos, from my head, but that's going to do it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.